First of all, congratulations to 10 years of Women in Big Data. Great work, core team, and the panel members. Also, I heard 5 years in Bangalore, uh, in India. Many, many congratulations to all. I just met Soumya a few weeks back, and I'm always advocate of women in tech. And another thing, like I used to do a lot for first Lego League championship that happens. It started with my own kids. My elder one was very much fond of Lego, and they started competition in the school, and then I became the coach. So my elder one actually went to, at the international level. So that was a proud moment. Like they won the inter-school, then we did the national level, and we went to Bath, UK, and it's like a proud moment when you win something outside of your country and you carry your flag, right? Yeah. India flag, you go in UK, and that was a moment, and it was just my journey of learning with them. That completely new Lego programming and how you move the Lego move and do. They used to have like a competition of completing some 20 tasks with the Lego. So I got attached to that because technology is with us, right? It's like ingrained in you. So that's how, I connected with a lot of things like women in tech, teaching kids as a coach. My journey, I think very similar to Rashmi said, I also moved from US back to India. I did my engineering in Mumbai University, then moved to US. I did my master's. And I never thought I would move back, but of course, destiny. And it is always there in you that you want to go back to your home country. And India is now the growing economy, which is the fastest one. So all the reasons came along, family, kids, and all that, and we moved back. And I landed in Visa, and the best of the experience I do have in Visa, I started as a technology leadership role. And I didn't know what is a site leadership role means, and that was my turning point in the career. Because I have been doing, engineering leadership roles, and my CISO told me they have just set up the India and the cybersecurity team was very new. They said you would also do a dual role, which is called site leadership. I said, I've never done it, but okay, let me give it a try. And also, why I chose cybersecurity because I have been in my career identity access management, security, and all, but I have never gone to another level. And you reach a stage in your career where you think more than you learn, everybody around you making use of your learnings that you have gotten, right? I wanted to learn myself. So I picked up cybersecurity and I said, okay, what is site leadership? And actually, it turned my life in terms about connecting with people more than connecting with technology, and I immensely love it. The kind of work I do is not just tech focused, and it's not just growing yourself. I'm very fortunate to have a job where I can invest time in people around me and in their career. It's not just women, it's men. And that gives you immense pleasure when you see that it's everybody around you is growing with you. So thanks to somebody who trusted in me and I picked it up. So that's how the journey is. And today I'm leading cybersecurity for Visa. So I heard Rashmi talking about do's and don'ts, so I'll speak few about that before I start on the topic, which is hardcore topic. Wherever there is data, security has to be there because data will not go without security. So continuous learning, which is one topic I just wanted to harpen upon. I think all of us, right, doesn't matter what stage you are in your career, continuous learning has to be a part of you. I just give you a recent example, which is very much connecting to data engineering. When this complete new revolution, I think 5-6 years back of Gen AI happened, everybody started learning about data, how to do data engineering, data analytics, and so on, because that is a foundation before you build AI models and before you even talk about transformative models like generative AI. So I figured out, I stepped back and I said, okay, this is the time for everyone to unlearn and relearn because generative AI is new for everyone. Doesn't matter you spend 2 decades in the industry. So I picked up a course which was beyond the time that I could spend. I picked up a very rigorous course from IIT Delhi. It was data science, machine learning, and generative AI. And I had to get back to hands-on Python, which she just spoke about, because you need that. But after, and I thought I wouldn't be able to do, because the multiple hats that you have to wear and the time constraints and the family. But I did it, and after that it is so much, you feel inside happy, and you are more connected with the world. And it was all started from mathematics, engineering mathematics revision, actually from metrics, and all those concepts came back, and data science, and how to how to basically analyze and clean big data, infer from that model. So I really encourage all of you guys to see around. There are a lot of good courses in data science and ML, which becomes a foundation for what we need. As Rashmi said, right, generative AI is not sitting in any corner. It is attacking you, actually. So unless, it's like, to combat to that is just learning. You have to embrace it, you have to learn. So this is one thing I really always talk about, continuous learning. And another thing is, another good point that I picked up, which I always talk about, is ask. ASK is very simple 3-letter word, and it is very powerful. You don't have to worry about it. Like she said, right? When you think that everybody knows in the room, actually nobody knows. Everybody is like you. So you take first stab at it, and you become smarter. You ask question, maximum somebody will say no, right? But there are more than 50% chances that somebody will say yes, and you will get an answer. So ask questions and keep learning. So let's dwell into the topic that I have today. So we are going to talk about the journey of big data to big defense. And as I said, I am the Vice President and India site lead for Cybersecurity at Visa. So I think in the era, I'll just keep on this first one. In the era where data plays both the roles, it's not just an asset, it's a target, actually, today. So in this world, the journey of big data to big defense is no more optional, it is essential. And as organizations grow their data infrastructure, they face exponential opportunities and insights, but at the same time, exponential growth in risks and vulnerabilities. And how do we combat that? So today we are going to talk about the security strategies, how we can grow them in tandem in data ecosystem, so that the innovation, which is must, it doesn't become, it's not limited by exposure, or it is not compromised by exposure. So data, when we talk about data, right, data is like, in this era, data is just exponentially growing. It is growing in volume, it is growing in variety, it is growing in velocity. And with this growth, data is facing different challenges, more challenges, as in the more connectivity, as doctor was saying, right? Everything is connected today. So everything is connected to what? It is connected to data. That means data is exposed. Data is growing, attack surfaces are growing. So there are so many software attack and database breaches are happening. There are rising cybersecurity risk. So all these different, how attackers come together, right? They have better diversity than the defenders. They will come from different countries, they'll come from different ethnicity, they'll come from different background, and they have more, outlook, or they are more perspective to attack. And they come together, and breaches are happening more and more. And defenders are like into one community, one mindset. So the diversity has to be increased. Actually, attackers are doing better job than defenders. And big data imposes big challenges to us. More data, more threats, as we have seen, right? Increased vulnerabilities and complexity in distributed systems. The more distributed systems you have, like earlier you had data and you have, the attack surfaces are basically the devices, more devices, IoT is there, mobile phones, laptops, your iPads. And now I think just the, tap is there, or the palm is there. The more client, interfaces you have, the attack surfaces are more. And today it's not only just, it's a simple data breach. It is bringing down companies. It is bringing down continuity of the business. Now, what is essential? Definitely scalable security systems, right? And we should start with security, not afterthought. Security has to be integrated. It should not be bolt-on. It should be integrated. It should be security by design. And we all know zero trust philosophy, right? Earlier we used to say trust and verify. Now we say verify. Verify everyone, not only user, device, anything, any entity. First you verify even network. There is nothing like inside network is secure, outside network you have to do, multi-factor authentication. No, every network, even within network, when you travel through one system to another, there is a chance of breach. So nothing is secure. So authentication, authorization has to be must. And there is no network which is secure. Right? COVID proved that. Everybody worked from home, so no network was, protected inside network. So first verify, then trust. And of course encryption. When data is at the center core, at the center heart of the system, encryption is definitely a very strong methodology to ensure data is protected during storage, during transit, at runtime, and reducing the vulnerabilities. Regular security audits, of course. I think any company that is heavy on security, cybersecurity, financial tech, audits are must. I think the number of audits we go through is countless, but I think it's required. And of course, access control. We have to make sure somebody who is not just authenticated but authorized to use that particular system is given access. Now, how do we scale and how do we be secure at every stage? Even though big data helps you to get more insights, more analytics, it has to be protected with access control, and it has to be just in time. I think more and more identity access control methods are coming, JIT or multi-factor authentication. So sometimes it becomes like security should not compromise on usability. The balance is not easy, but you have to crack it. We talk about built-in security design. I just said security mindset has to be there. Now the NIST framework, right, which says detect, request, detect, identify, detect, respond. Prevention, there is a value of prevention. Now we have to go shift left. As much as you can go shifting left, before even the attack happens or how attack can happen, if you can prevent, the amount of cost saving that you will have, huge. It's like same, right? When you do SDLC, they say that while writing the code itself, if you write secure code, you will save the time in QA, production, bug bounty, and whatnot. Same thing, right? When you are identifying security incidents, you don't want to identify when the incident happened and you are reacting to it. You react, then you respond, then you bring down systems for P0 incidents, and then you get back, right? So much of cost involved in the entire ecosystem. So there is a lot of value in prevention. And our new technology is definitely going to support it. AI definitely plays a huge role in security and data and how to secure data. And AI is not new for data and security. I think for a company like Visa, it has been there for 50 plus years. Like the first AI model was a fraud detection. And that was of course a traditional ML and AI. So now even every company is investing how to use generative AI to basically create more models to identify security threats before it even happens. So AI powered threat detection, threat intel is must. We need to definitely invest in that. Cloud is playing a big role now. So we need to understand cloud native security controls and frameworks because they will be faster and they will know cloud infrastructure more better. So we need to invest and understand that more. And data devalue. This is a concept I think everybody knows in security. Data is at core, right? So you need to make sure that even after all these measures that you put, let's say a malicious user get access to the data, how you devalue the data. It can be used, there are multiple techniques we use to devalue data, tokenization, masking, encryption, or you just make that data zero. It's like no value. So even if I'm a malicious user, I get access to the data. After I get the data, I can't use it. Make it not usable. So it plays a big role to make sure the security, scale at that level. Talking about people. So you know that there is an industry study that says more than 50% attacks happen because of insider threat. And we talk about identity access management. So the people who have the super privileged access, those are the people who can, bring down the system faster because they have the super user access. So insider threat plays a big role in security, and that's why bringing the culture of security in any organization is very important. And every organization has different set of rules, like how do you react to phishing, what measures you put, like password safe, right? How do you keep your password in vaults and safe? The basic techniques about keeping your laptop open, or when you are going out of the laptop, how do you always shut down? So a lot of techniques are there, because people are the more vulnerable entities, which can bring down systems and create breaches. So, and we need to have continuous, training and awareness programs. I think next month is a cybersecurity awareness month, where we do a lot of this awareness and trainings for people to understand how security has to be embedded. It should be in your DNA. It should not be somebody teaches you how to be secure. You should know by default. And power of diverse team, as I said, right? When you have mixed mindset, culture, ethnicity, your learnings, like somebody comes from engineering, somebody comes from commerce, somebody comes from different background, they have different perspective, how you will attack systems. So bring diverse teams together to plan that. Now future. Future is also demanding. We are not resting with generative AI. Now PQC is coming, post-quantum. So I think some algorithms are already in play. And once this is in play, imagine we are talking about today, we'll protect data with encryption. Everything will go for a toss with the qubits. So we have to be ready for quantum safe encryption, AI-driven threat analytics, and building cyber resilience. I think that's all I have. It's a quick one.
Any questions?
Any questions? Yeah.
This will be an interesting tete-a-tete between Rashmi and Mrudul.
That didn't sound positive.
No. Finance background.
Yeah. No, Mrudul, I was just curious, the journey and this domain, all of a sudden you're this position where you've never done it before. How did you cope with it? How was your journey? And what came out of it? Like, how did you just come out of that, thrown into that situation, and then you accepted it? How did you deal with it?
Yeah, it's good one. When I always retrospect and I get this question, I also sometimes get surprised. How did I do at that moment? What did I do? But one thing I always have in me is I like to do something different. After a certain point, I need to do something different. So that was a trigger. And I'll tell you one more example. Recently, I think some of my colleagues are here. Nikita is here. She knows about it. When I came back to India, so I moved from US to India. I moved in the cloud era. So I was leading identity cloud service for Oracle. So I moved from Oracle US to Oracle India, and I brought that service with me. I built it up and all, and I said, okay, cloud is done, now what's next? And I was always in the domain of identity security, but that security was Java security, Java card and so forth, not cyber. Then I said, I have to do something new. I started feeling that everybody is talking to me, maybe, and I'm not learning. I am like what I am, and I'm just probably talking the same thing what I have learned so far. What do I do next? And I visited Visa, and I looked at it and said, okay, this is something cyber security. At least I have the foundation. I can build upon it, and I can go. And the other thing about the site leadership was I've never heard about. But I said, okay, fine. But I think I have to give credit to my leaders, especially my CISO. He said, there is no script to it. We trust you, use your experience, use your caliber. The only goal you have is you have to bring my team together as one cybersecurity, keep and increase the engagement score, and we need to hire the top talent, and we need to see how people grow along with you, and we have to grow the center. And I was not a VP at that time, so I joined as a senior director. And I'm a people person, so maybe he saw that in me, that I need to talk to people a lot. I cannot work from home. COVID was a horrible time for me. I was like screen all the time. So I'm like, yes. So, and when I started I think I had very few people. Now we have grew the center very big. So I took up as a challenge, and the one thing is, like, when somebody gives you free control, right? Full trust and full control, you try to perform 200%, because you don't want to falter even 0.01, because somebody has given you immense trust. So that helped. And then as we grew, we started hiring people, we started building systems, we grew together. I implemented few methods like, getting a brown bags, getting all hands, some events like we did hackathon, we did CTF, everything new. So it just worked out. And probably that's, again, credit goes to my parents. They grew, like, they raised me up like that sometimes everything new, okay, just go try it. And I was, okay, I will try. And I was like, I never had stage fear from school time, because I was always on the stage to speak, or so it probably helped that way. But credit goes to a lot of other people for that, to bring me up that way. So it really helped. And today I'm really happy with not just with the tech stuff. I'm growing as a human being. I'm getting better every day, because what you learn from people, you can never learn from technology, which is what I see. And the other thing we tried, which is the hackathon I was going to talk about. So when GenAI started, right? So Visa said, what's the best way to get everybody learn that is gamification. And gamification is a competition, right? So we did a first GenAI hackathon, global GenAI hackathon in Visa. And I had just become VP at that time. But I had that inside, I want to participate. And I was like, am I allowed to participate? Because then I asked my manager, my CISO, I said, yeah, go ahead, participate. And I must be the only VP who participated, she knows. And it was like so much learning experience, because we participated. And you always want to win, right? Then you learn faster. Like in 2 days, you must have learned like for 2-3 months. And we did coding, we did everything. And we never expected, I think that first Visa GenAI hackathon, my team won globally. And oh my God, and I was like, this was unexpected. She was one of the team in the top 5. So, you get outcomes when you go beyond thinking. And that learning mindset has to be there. You just go for learning. Now also when I think, I feel like, okay, I have to do something to cope up with, agentic AI is coming. It's just not stopping, right? It's like you learn something, something else come. And then every organization is like, productivity has to be increased, efficiency has to be increased. What you do in 10 hours, you have to do double of that. How do you do all that?
One thing I must share, the first time I met Mrudul, I think I told her about women in big data. She was in awe of, she says, oh my God, I can bring all the women in this conference. She says, I want everybody to learn something. So I think that was our first conversation,
Yes.
right?
And I must say, I learned a lot from Soumya. She told me her journey, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I am only doing one track. She's like IT, then social service, then conferences like this, and bringing all women, like elevating, uplifting everyone around her. So kudos to Soumya. I mean, I just met only Soumya. I'm sure other colleagues, I heard the names. Everybody, you guys are doing great job.
Thank you.
And people like you are the ones actually uplifting everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mrudul. As a token of appreciation, please, Ekta, please come. Visa is also our executive sponsor for the event. So please. A fantastic presentation.
I loved how Mrudul talked about how we all need to be comfortable with getting uncomfortable.
Yeah. Big data to big defense. And you defended it really well. Thank you so much, Mrudul.
Thank you, Soumya, for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you.